Welcome back to a fresh new episode of Saturday with Sumit. Today we have our guest, Mr. Saurabh Srivastava.
Hello.
He is one of our participants for Strategic Management Program with Indian Institute of Management Kashipur. The course is already going on, but he took some opportunity to come here and spend some time on this episode. Welcome, sir, to Saturday with Sumit episode. Really pleasure to have you here.
Well, feeling is mutual. I'm also feeling very honored to see you here, and thank you very much for inviting me.
Especially during the time of pandemic, you took some time and traveled all across from Gurgaon to Delhi and spending time here.
Well, traveling after a long time was a pleasure. I would say there was a lot of traffic, so that was very good. And seeing you, that was also one of the motives. So I'm very, very happy seeing you.
Yeah, same here.
Thank you.
So, since you're part of this program, we'll talk about, in general, what made you choose this. This is one of the program of strategic management. How this really helped you so far? I think 3 months so far.
Yes.
Since it started. So how things have been so far with the program?
So it has been a very, very good journey, I would say. It started with a very warm, welcoming message, when Nulearn actually started explaining me why to choose Nulearn and why to choose strategic management. It was a very, very, intensive discussion with your team. And I don't remember the name of the person, but then, your entire team is very good. So that was where it started, and then the Professor Safal, he has got an absolute command on strategy. You see, because the batch is full of new people and old timers like me, and then there's some with a lot of energy and passion, and everything is mixed very nicely. The way he takes the session is full of knowledge, which is unsaid, as I kind of expected from him. But apart from that, there's a lot of discussion that happens. A lot of learning happens, especially in the second kind of intervention, wherein professor is asking us to discuss.
Right.
So, and again, it is again based on case studies.
Right.
So that's a lot of learning, I would say. Very good experience.
That's great. And so spending time on Sundays, and I think you have classes on Wednesday also, like in the late evening. How are you managing your work life? I hope that there's nothing impacted as such.
No, I don't think so. I think it has been a good journey. As I said, Sunday morning, starting a day 9 o'clock with Safal sir is an absolute pleasure. People are logged in even 15 minutes earlier. They start chatting and they greet each other, and the day is going good by 11:30.
Right.
And Wednesday is again an absolute pleasure. It is certainly a little hassle for some people, those who are involved in client meetings but that's a part of the thing. The group has been very, very helpful. The Wednesday session is the session in which we all discuss the case studies. So the people from all walks of life are coming in, and the input that we get from Professor Safal, that is also very, he makes us believe that, okay, even if you don't know many things, he makes sure that, okay, he also tells us, I didn't know this. So this was very good, and a lot of interaction happens. So I would say it's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Right, absolutely. And strategic management, why, what was going in your mind when you're choosing a subject like this? I'm sure you would have gone through different programs before also. Specifically this subject, IIM Kashipur, what was the reason?
Well, there's a small, I would say, a 1-minute story to it. So I did my management from Symbiosis in the year 2005, I would say, when it completed.
So around 15
years ago, yes. So it was more of a generic kind of a management course, and after that, I was still working, and I was trying to see wherein you apply all these Henry Fayol's principles and stuff.
True. We studied everything.
Everybody was studying. Then after 20 years of working, you see, I've been into certain leadership positions with certain big brands. then I thought that I should be doing something to give back to the society, right? If you do a simple calculation of 20 years of working for someone, then 20 years you
Right.
work and give back to the society.
Absolutely.
I think Jack Ma has said that, right? So this was my time to coming back to the society to give it
Right.
back. Now, so I started a company in the year 2020. It was incorporated 20 years ago when with my uncle. And I requested him that now I think I'm ready to
Right.
take that plunge.
Right.
So I started that. The name of the company is Bisquad Technologies,
Okay.
incorporated in Canada.
Right.
And then from there we went to US, from there to Middle East,
Right.
and then to Indonesia and Singapore.
Right.
India operations was kind of started in the year 2017.
Okay.
So after that, Nulearn invitation came like a boon, wherein you see you need to
Well, you were planning
be
on any with
right. You need to be a very very strategic in your approach,
Right.
and very holistic kind of approach
Right.
when you are starting a venture,
True.
especially with this new service kind of thing happening.
Right.
So Nulearn was offering a very very good thing, and at a very very, I would say, not so high price,
Right.
which is again one of a very prominent thing. You see, money is an important factor,
Right.
especially for people like us who are into their middle ages, and
Absolutely.
then they have to have
Yeah,
other
other priorities too.
Right, certainly. So this was very good. It was absolutely coming like, okay, this can be done, very doable.
Right.
And then the course, you see, it's a 10-step course.
Right.
What are you getting, in that, which was very good. Your what do you call, information brochure is very very detailed,
Right.
which actually that was the turning point. Your information brochure was talking a lot about blue ocean strategy
Right.
and red ocean strategy.
Right.
Now these are very very important basic things, and if you don't get these things in right place,
True.
you can't be thinking
Right.
of entrepreneurship then.
Right.
Then again, the experience of joining and post-joining experience have been 5 out of 5. I would say hats off to the entire Nulearn team.
Thank you so much.
The way you are managing. I think congratulations to you for that. So that has been very good. There were a couple of things that I think that we can work on, and one of them is if we can have more interactive sessions, which I'm sure because of the
Absolutely.
pandemic we are.
We do
getting
keep
that.
campus visits, because of pandemic. I think this has been stopped for some time, but obviously we like to come back. That's
Oh,
an
we will.
opportunity for people to interact. I also tend to meet a lot of people, so that's how we also look forward for. But let's see, next when are we going to, conduct that campus visit, and you'll be most invited there, and we can spend time together.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. That's a wonderful thing, and thank you to you for this wonderful opportunity. I think you are doing a great job there by spreading the knowledge. Another good thing is that the people, those who are in and around the society, they are discussing a lot of good about Nulearn and which is very visible. You see commercials again that I was trying to tell you, that is a byproduct of your hard work, but all your effort is towards excellence of the knowledge spread. That is very visible, and I congratulate you for that.
Thank you so
noble thought, I would say. So
Right.
that's
And I'm sure when you're looking at a program like this, there are a lot of other organizations offering such programs. Investing in an organization like Nulearn, which is not too old in the market, it's around 3 years we've been there in the industry. Thank you so much for trusting us and giving us opportunity to serve you. And it's been quite a memorable journey for us. 3 years, more than 15,000 people we have been able to train. And you're one of our proud alumnus of the institute as well as Nulearn. And thank you so much for having trust in us. Another thing which I wanted to check on the course outline, specifically to talk about strategic management. Do you find this relevant to the industry? It's a very dynamic market, right? And after this pandemic, industries layoff happening around. Considering your situation today, you are setting up your business, like you mentioned about Canada, and you're entering into other market. The content of the program, how it has helped you so far.
That's a very good question.
Were you able to execute any of the
In fact, I
strategy?
tell you, I think I would be the best example there, because it is the point wherein I am actually starting a venture. I am using the knowledge. I am implementing it
That
in real time.
confidence you get.
In real time, yes, because that's exactly how it happened, right? First of all, strategy is a word which is so much ill used. You have got no idea about what the word strategy is.
Right.
But then use strategy. It's like four wheels of a car, but strategy is the engine. Right? So you can, the guiding force for our four wheels is the strategy, and that was very well learned in the course. And then again, I'm telling you that it's not only one professor. The other professor, Professor Shanta, he is a phenomenal guy, phenomenal person to tell you how to implement the knowledge.
That's the first part. Has
Yes.
been covered by
Professor
Safal.
Yes. So that was very good. You see, so this is one thing that Nulearn is giving, and others are probably not giving it, because getting a lecture from an IIM professor and then getting two of them in your course is like move kind of thing, which is very, very good. And the way they teach, I think it is the course that has been made.
Right.
It is very simple. All those mumbo jumbo
So you were able to
and jargon.
differentiate what you
Oh,
have
yes.
studied 15 years ago and now.
Absolutely. I've been working.
But that's not a new subject. Strategy we all studied before, right? But I'm sure some elements, some flavors would have been added by the professors, and that's how the premium institutes differ from the other ones.
Yes, I think it is more case study based,
Right.
and then not only case study based. People are in the whole batch. There are many entrepreneurs, and I'm one of the new.
And you're able to relate, Exactly.
Oh yes. So somebody has a salon,
Right.
somebody has as a paint factory.
Right.
Somebody is working in a leadership capacity. I'm an entrepreneur myself.
Right.
So
You're able to challenge, see the challenges.
See
you
the
face,
challenges,
and then you
meet
immediately find a
them.
solution, in the class, right? So that's something which is commendable, I think.
I think yes.
Right. Right.
So that's where it was very, very good. Both Nulearn and IIM Kashipur have done a wonderful job in crafting this course, and I see as a student that I have that confidence that all right, this is the whole that I have to be under par.
Right.
So as you know, I'm a golfer, so I can relate a lot with that.
Oh, you play golf also, right?
Oh yes, I'm an avid golfer. I would say it's been a good journey that way. I've been playing.
Right. Great, that's great. So learning strategic management, how do you manage all these things? I'm sure morning time you also need to go to play golf also.
Oh, that's very
4 months,
family.
4 months certification. I think you're missing out your buddies there, or you're able to manage.
No, I think I'm able to manage
You're
that.
able to manage.
You see, it's a very famous saying: honor and shame for no condition rise.
Right.
Act well your part,
Right.
and there all the honor lies. So I take care of the kids, the family, my better half, my wife. She takes care of the other things. She has been the real propellant
I
between
understand.
between all these things. And then certainly, you see, discipline is very important.
And I'm sure after 15 years, when you plan to do something, your family support should be there. Considering the situation, the work-life balance, and then if your family is not supporting, it becomes very difficult to do these kind of learnings. Getting
So
up early in the
it has
morning.
been a challenging way when you start. But my father was an IIM Ahmedabad graduate,
Okay.
and so was my brother. I think he's working in Google. He's number 2.
Right.
So that way, we all have got a lot of discussion that is happening on the dinner table.
Right.
Unlike other
Wow.
families,
So you discuss about Nulearn also?
Oh yes, we do. We do. As a matter of fact, I was discussing it. The way you are running the show, that is very commendable, and I think your entire team needs a round of applause for that. And I think you being the leader, you hold the crown. So
Thank you so much, Saurabh.
Right.
One message you want to give out to people who just completed their graduation, they're looking at opportunities, and we all know it's a tough time for everyone, right? Campus placements are not happening the way it used to be. People are struggling with their opportunities, losing jobs, layoffs happening because of this pandemic. One message you feel that as an inspiration coming from a background of corporate trainings, you play golf, One message you want to give out to the audience, then how they can shape up their career, especially, managing this tough time.
Well, I think this is my time now. Patience and perseverance. They are two guiding forces for you. Patience, because it will require, a lot of learning around it. And perseverance, certainly, nothing goes around.
And I'm sure that these two components are very much there in your course also.
Oh yes. Right. So patience and perseverance is the word that I would like to say. They are very, simple yet very heavy words. And then again, hard work is a very important thing. There's no shortcut to it.
Right.
You have to put, another thing is discipline. You have to be very disciplined. You have to be very pre-planned.
True.
And at the same time, when you are actually disciplined, you have got the, leverage to be carefree at times, which is all right.
Right.
At the end of the day, it is life and you have to enjoy.
Absolutely. I completely
So
agree.
this is one thing that I missed. The classes that I attend, they are full of fun.
Right.
Probably,
It's just not a one-sided presentation.
No, not at all. No, not at all. It has a lot of discussion and there's a lot of fun.
Right.
Fun happens and there is a break, there's a tea break. We discuss about
Right.
what you did in these 15 minutes. And Professor Sapal Mehta, I would say, is a great orator.
Right.
The good part about it that the learning is related to the fun.
Right.
And you remember the fun.
Right.
What you are ending
that's the
up is-
beauty,
Yeah,
actually.
that's the beauty. That's the beauty. I think. And that's good.
Absolutely. One course which you like to pursue next time when you come to Nulearn, any program, any subject you feel that should be there, which is not there in a portfolio, we really love to have a feedback from you.
But I think you have an entire portfolio. I would not say that there's nothing, there's always a room for improvement, but nothing is missing as such. But apart from strategic management, you may also want to go with, financial management at the strategic level.
Right.
Because
More domain specific, getting into more domain side of it.
I would say investments. Investments, especially how to bring the money in, whether venture capitalists and see, they are new buddy boomers, and nobody is going to put money to them. How to use sales and finance.
Right.
You do require that kind of blending.
Right.
And anybody who is a new entrepreneur or somebody who wants to start his own
True.
venture, he would require all of them. So
Since you pointed it out, so we are coming up with 2 to 5 days of residential workshops. Due to pandemic, we were not able to start. So what we have planned now for next couple of days, we are in the process of designing some of the management development workshops.
Wow.
So when I say workshops, obviously we cannot travel to institute at this point of time. So these workshops are going to be conducted online. This is going to typically 2-3 days intervention, specifically on the subject like you mentioned, right? That you complete a course in 3 days, you get the program certification also, and then you become a proud alumnus of the institute as well. That's what the next focus will be for Nulearn, because not everyone is comfortable for 5 months, 6 months program, right?
Right.
They like to quickly learn, start implementing, right? So 2-3 days workshop also, that's what we intend to roll out. I'm sure we'll share with you the complete roadmap whenever the calendar is ready with us.
Well, that would be a great learning. I would like to be the part of that in whatever way I can, because again, as I said that, when you start new, you don't see a lot of things. Whatever you see, you just move and then you see better, and then you move. A lot of planning is not required to it. More of a implementation mode is more required.
Sure. Let's see if we happen to have a campus visit in January. Look forward to meet you again in
Yes,
campus.
thank you.
Spend some time together.
Yes.
And thank you so much, Saurabh, for coming in and joining us in this episode. Really pleasure meeting you today.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching Saturday with Sumit episode. Today we had Mr. Saurabh Srivastava, and we look forward to have more episode in the coming months. Thank you so much for watching us. Goodbye.